Shalom, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well in this truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there that are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. I just came across this morning. I was trying to watch an episode of something. I'm just scrolling through this app called Amazon, what is it? Or Prime TV, there we go. And this title popped up. It was called The Boulay Brothers Dragula. And I'm just going to read a little bit. It says, the Boulay Brothers host a competition of drag performers who don't just push the envelope, they chew it up and spit it out. And it's produced by these two brothers called the Boulay Brothers. And this is them. This is the Boulay Brothers. And yes, that's two men. It's like I don't want to go to that. They're right here. That's the one on the left is one of the Boulay Brothers. Or excuse me, they're both. Yeah, see, this is disgusting. Look at this shit. This is the mind of an Edomite. Black eyes, letting you know that they're just full of demons. Demons. That's two men. Two men. That's enough of that. Because these so-called white people, which we know through the Bible, are the nation of Esau, Edom, want you to believe that they're so innocent and so benevolent, so righteous, that they can't be the issue. They can't be the problem. They can't be the Edomites. There's no way that so-called white people can be the Edomites, but yet they would go out and have a show where they don't just push the envelope, they chew it up and spit it out. And through the spirit, we all know that envelope is referencing the Bible. Because they're literally chewing it up and spitting it out. They're taking the Bible and saying, nah, I don't think this is for us. Let's just go ahead and do our own thing. Let's put on women's clothing. No. The Most High said that we can't do that, but no, let's just chew that up and spit it out and do it anyway. And this is Malachi 1. I'll start at verse 3. I'll start at 2. And I just started 1. This is Malachi 1:1, but the 1 is in verse 4. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. So that lets you know right then and there. This word is only for the nation of Israel, the Israelites. And it's a burden to those that can receive this word to hear some of the things that you have to hear, to understand this truth after being raised in a society where you're told that Edomites are so-called white people, that you're nothing but a black person or African American or Mexican or Latino or Native American or Indian. That's a burden to understand the truth after you've been force-fed those lies for years and years. Verse 2, it says, I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? So the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, through his son Yahweh Shai, loves us. And that's the reason why we go through all these chastisements. Because we're under the curses. And the curses apply to those who are under the law. The law that was given unto Moses to give to the Israelites, which is written in the book of Leviticus. And the book of Exodus. And Deuteronomy. There's laws written throughout the entire Bible. But then you have Jacob out there saying, you Jakes, you Israelites, wherein has the Lord loved us? We're the first fire, last hired. We get shot down in the streets. You hear all these excuses to where Jake will come up and say, "Oh yeah, the Most High don't love us. God don't love us." But here in Malachi 1 and 2 it says, "I have loved you, saith Yahweh." So he said it out of his own mouth. I love you. Jacob, Yaikwab, whose name was changed to Israel, Yashar Allah, not Yisrael, not Israel, Yashar Allah. If you're going to go back to the original language, which means Salakia, he prince power, he prince of the power. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? So they came out the same womb. They came from the same seed. Yet I love Jacob. So he's showing that he has favor toward Israel. Even though Esau may be the one that looks like he's getting all the blessings. He can't do wrong. Everybody calls him white now. He's last fired, first hired. Can literally mass murder groups of people and not be charged for it. That's our brother. And when Jake sees that, spiritually, they can feel that, or Salakia, spiritually they feel like God don't love me. Those 2/3 mainly. God don't love me. Oh, if he really loved me, or he really loved us, he wouldn't let us suffer like this. No, it's because he loves us that he lets you suffer. Until you get the point, you're going to get the punishment. Say, verse 3, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So Esau's going to get his time. And honestly, Esau already got his society taken down once. But his mountains and his heritage was not laid to waste yet, meaning he was not utterly destroyed. So this is speaking of a future prophecy. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. And that's where I wanted to get to. Because this is nothing but wicked. The Boulay Brothers Dragula. You got other shows on here called Gays in Prison, South Beach on Hills, Bob the Drag Queen, Suspiciously Large Woman. So there's an actual genre attached to all this. It's just disgusting. But as we know, it's called the Book of Job. Actually, I'm going to get the law on this first. Leviticus, what is it? 20. What's it, 19? Slakia, Akim. Let's see, apparel, I think, what it says. No, garment. You know what? Let's just do this. Try to slock it. A little bit of technical difficulties, but get around that. Well, that's why. Deuteronomy, there we go. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. It says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh thy power." So it's an abomination right there. All this drag and transgender bull, homosexual rights, reparations for homosexual. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But as we all know, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the judges? The Israelites, who judge this world based off the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. If not, so if it's not Esau, Edom, if it's not these so-called white people, because they pulled a cover over the world's eyes so thick that they became the light. Something as dark and wicked as Esau became the light in a world as nasty and wicked as this is, because they created this world. So it says, if not, where and who is he? So please tell me. And as you hear more and more, people are coming up with these asinine ideas that Esau is the so-called Arabs, or the so-called white people are Japheth. You have all kind of excuses, but just look at what's going on. I urge you people out there, because the brothers in the truth already know this, already understand this, but I urge you out there that have an ounce of doubt about this truth. If this may sway you toward the faith, just go out there and look and see what's out there. See what they're selling to your kids. They got shows called Kids and Drag, and they got that little boy that goes around and basically does strip shows for grown men, but he's 9, or he should be about 10 now. But a little boy doing strip shows and drag, or dancing around getting money tossed on the stage. Like, come on now. And you want to tell me that America is a so-called Christian nation whose ideals are based off the laws and the statutes and commandments of the Bible? That's a joke. That's a joke. But I just want to get that out real quick, because it just vexed my spirit having to see this. It's just sad. But hey, it's not gonna go on forever. This will not last. And I'll leave you guys on this one. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may read, or select, that he may run that readeth it." So if you were to understand this, and if you're not in the truth as of yet, I hope this is something that can put that fire within your belly, that you can carry on. Because this place has to go. You have grown men with full beards wearing women's clothing, trying to act like women, being effeminate. That's an abomination. They have demons on them. Demons. And that's not taken care of. It's going to spread like a virus. But it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. And this is plain as it's written. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Babylon the Great will be destroyed. But first, the prophecies must be fulfilled, starting with the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, being implemented mandatorily across all nations. Then World War III. Then the second coming of Yahushua, which means salvation. Shalom.